So we have all heard of some urban legend in our life, though some seem far-fetched or exaggerated. These stories, however, are designed this way for a reason: to try and scare the living daylights out of you. Many parents would tell these stories to the children in order to make them behave when misbehaving themselves, or maybe to keep them away from a certain area around the homes. We all have heard of the story about the bootyman that our parents would tell us, just so we would go to sleep and not bother them at night. But what if there was those few out there that was true? Those stories told because it was witnessed by living eyes. Well, I have searched the web deep and brought you 5 of the urban legend that turned out to be true. Santa got stuck. A man dressed as Santa tries to surprise his family for Christmas by sliding down the chimney, only to get trapped inside. The story usually ends with him being found days later, usually alive and well. Lots of Santa-type dads have gotten stuck trying to slide down the chimney, but there has been no fatalities. However, one man dubbed the Santa burglar did indeed try to burgle homes around the holidays by dressing up in a Santa outfit and sliding down the chimney of his victim's home. The family one night decided to light a log in the fire only to be grossed out by a foul odor. After what seems like hours of searching around for that foul odor came from the man stuck in the chimney, presents still in hand. Weirdest thing about this story was that the family never noticed that some of their presents, mostly the heavier presents, had disappeared. Elevator amputation. We have all seen movies where a person steps into an elevator and it stops all of a sudden with a jolt. The person tries to get out, but only to find that the door closes on a leg or arm, and without any warning the elevator either carries on its merry way while deciding this person doesn't need their arm or leg, or like a thunderbolt comes crashing. The elevator loses its grip and plummets towards the ground, all while ripping an arm or leg off. In the real life in China, a woman distracted by her phone trips over while entering an elevator. The doors closes and rips off her leg as the elevator moves to the ground floor. Researching stories like these will always bring up news articles of some poor soul who lost a limb because of a faulty elevator, or they was not aware of their surroundings. Cropsy, a real-life boogeyman. Ah yes, the boogeyman. You would be forgiving thinking that this story is just some story made up by parents to make the children behave at night and go to bed. The Cropsy urban legend, dubbed as the real-life boogeyman, was developed throughout the 70s and 80s after several children went missing from Staten Island. The story, told powerfully in the documentary Cropsy, initially revolved around a classic but creepy boogeyman-type figure who stole children. Cropsy was rumored to be a homicidal madman, an escaped mental patient with a hook for a hand who hunted children and dragged them back to the abandoned ruins of the old Seaview Hospital, a former tuberculosis sanatorium. Bunny Man. The legend of the Bunny Man started to spread around 1970, and like most urban legends, variations. The most common telling begins in 1904, when a local mental asylum in Clifton, Virginia is shut down and its patients are transferred to another facility. Of course, the transporter crashes, killing most of the van occupants. But several crazies are released into the wild, They are successfully rounded up. All except one, that is Douglas A. Griffin, who was locked up for killing his entire family on Easter Sunday. Soon after his escape, skinned and mauled rabbit carcasses began appearing in the trees and dangling from Colchester Overpass. Then one day a human body was found, a man named Marcus Woolster. His body dangling from the underpass in the same gruesome condition as the rabbits. On Good News, police has caught the madman but later died from a train as he tried to flee. His spirit now haunts the overpass, still hanging rabbit carcasses from the overpass now dubbed the name Bootyman Bridge. Body in the wall. A man and woman, newly married, buys a house and decides to get it renovated. They hire construction men to take care of the work while they took it easy and enjoyed the new life together. Construction workers find a body in the wall while renovating. While renovating a home in 2011, workers found the bones of a man who had been missing for 27 years. It's believed the previous person who lived there was a serial killer and had hid his victims buried in the walls, I guess as to a trophy as most serial killers do. The police ripped the walls from the whole house and found all after wall full of bones.